back to the smoke box. Today we have a special guest, Devious Ridaz, with the President Murda and the VP Deadly. They have been around a little under a year at this point, but their brotherhood dates back to 21. Murda, would you like to tell the folks at home a little bit about Devious Ridaz?
Um, we were already a brotherhood and shit, and we kind of just swapped names. Um, uh, I mean, pretty chill, We're just another MC out here trying to be chill with people and not just shoot people all the time. So,
So, why the name change? Why? Um, who were you guys before? If you want to go into that and what led to that name change? What led to that a different direction for you?
so we were convict shooters, and then we ran into other convicts, and we were chill with them for a bit, and then the shit was unorganized and whatnot. So pretty much just changed it
For sure.
because we didn't want to. Oh no, we didn't want to be out there with the same name and shit.
I feel somebody might think you're a support or a branch of them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was cool for a while. We were chill with them, and then shit just kind of went downhill, and we started fighting. So just changed it for the best.
For sure. Now, you touched on something. The organization of a MC. How is how does it affect other MCs if your MC is disorganized in your opinion? If you're trying to be cool with them, how does that affect other MCs that are trying to be cool with those types of MCs?
I mean, it affects a lot, really. Um, with shit not getting ran right for one, and people just not knowing how shit gets ran. Um, I mean, it goes in a lot of ways if you think about it. Like, shooting, not even just shooting, but rioting, and, your club gets ran different, and, everybody kind of does it different. So, as long as, if you're brand new and people just kind of start it, it's kind of just half-assed, kind of. Not a lot of people know how to run it right off the rip. They start something and they don't know what they're doing. So, kind of why
So,
we just, huh?
so if you could give them the newer guys advice, since you guys have been around for a couple of years, even under a different name, it doesn't negate that experience. Um, for the newer MCs out there, what could you say to them to give them a little better of a chance on organization or maintaining that status quo?
Don't claim something you're not. It's okay if you claim 1%, but learn a little bit about it before you just do it. Or, I guess if you've been in the MC community before, you were under a different club, that kind of helps a little bit too. But a lot of people, they'll just start something and, you know,
So how did you learn?
um, so I learned with a buddy named Fudge. We were in the MC for a while, and then I went to Reaper Kings, and I was there. Shit was alright for a bit, and kind of went downhill, and said, fuck it.
If you don't mind me asking, would you like to tell the folks at home what happened?
Shit was just unorganized. It was good for a while, and, the president was gone for like a year, and nothing was getting ran right, and pretty much it was just everybody for themselves, doing whatever they want. There's like no chain in command or anything, so got pretty boring of that.
For sure, not having that structure, not having that organization will definitely destroy a brotherhood quick. What about you, Deadly? When did you start this community?
I started back in 21. Murdo was like, hey, you want to do something different? Because we were just, another person in the lobby. And he had the experience. And I said, screw it, might as well join. And I pretty much only been here a song with Murda ever since, pretty much.
For sure. So you touched on something a little earlier on the 1% don't claim something that you're not. Um, what what is Devious Ridaz?
We're 1%.
And what is 1% to Devious Ridaz?
ARs only. We use pumps. You can use pumps, I don't. But a pump shotgun, musket, pretty much ARs from there, really.
For
But
sure.
we do it a little different, like just a little bit. Um, Over the years, just so many people 99 and shit. You pretty much do it like, if it flies, it dies, or, that counts armored vehicles or whatever. And, we also do, the bike ramming and shit. So, people are only down there bike ramming and shit. Give them give them a couple chances, but you can tell when somebody just bike rams and shit. So if that's all they do, we clip it and then we blow them up and shit. That's all they're gonna do. Cause bike ramming some 99 shit, really.
I mean,
I
it
mean,
could be,
intentionally doing it.
yeah, but it could be argued it is MC. I've seen the argument of it is an MC. We are a motorcycle club. Using bikes is fair game. Now I do side with the if they're intentionally doing it over and repetitively, get them off of it, sure. But I don't know that blowing up somebody on a bike just because they're ramming is necessarily warranted in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Um, so did you guys get trained the OG 1% coming up, or was it the hybrid where the musket and all that other shit was accepted too?
The musket and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, every club's different, and we give respect ultimately to every club that does it their way and keeps that philosophy of their MC. What other philosophies were Devious Riders founded on? What is your guys' foundational principles?
Really?
Um, I mean, just hanging out, really. Shoot when shoot comes. But at the end of the day, we are a brotherhood, so brothers comes first over anything else.
Right, that's what I'm asking. You know, what about your brotherhood stands out to you guys? What is your MC founded on? What, like for Reputed, we're founded on brotherhood. We're founded on trust and communication and loyalty to one another. Um, what
Yeah.
is
I'd say the same shit, brotherhood. All the people that we have here has been here for years. Loyalty and all that shit as well.
hell yeah,
So we pretty much just chill. I mean, we recruit when we can, but pretty much everybody we got now has been here for years with us. So
hell
I'd
yeah.
say that's something.
It is. It's hard to hang out with somebody every day for a year. I mean, me and Nico know that for sure, but um,
I still can't stand you.
um, but keeping that brotherhood and keeping that bond for a long period of time is it takes a certain level of commitment to your brothers, and it's honorable when you can keep it going and not let it fall apart or not let you know people split off or um, hard feelings set in over the course of time. Uh,
Especially nowadays.
yeah, yeah, especially
You know,
nowadays.
people come and go and shit anymore.
Yeah. What is your view on the MC community overall?
I mean, for the most part, it's pretty good. And then you got clubs out there that just kind of ruin it too at the same time.
Ruin it how?
You know, just straight up 99. You know, because they can't shoot ARs and all that shit. Or they just try to break the rules little by little. So, you know, like the whole marksman shit. You know, without the scope, so it's not a sniper because it doesn't say it snipes you and shit like that.
Yeah. Um, would you consider that those type of tactics, with like the pumped up fucking rounds, the FMJ rounds and the armor piercers and the drainers, would you consider that 99ing or just scummy tactics?
Yeah, I'd consider it some 99 a little bit. Just because, like, it was never out back then, why use it now?
I
I
mean,
mean, I know people got Mark IIs and shit, but, um, I know why you would want to use them anyway. Just because, I mean, you only get, like, what, like 400 rounds? That's not shit.
yeah, that's true. You'll run through that quick, especially in a big fight.
Right, so then you're gonna have to steady be running to a terabyte or something to get more of them. It's just a waste of time.
That's true.
I will say I do use, you know, E rounds and shit on the sniper because, you know, you got jets and that kind of shit after you, but nothing on ARs or anything like that.
I'd concur. I'd say, using straight bullets would be a more honorable way of fighting. Um, I would say if you did use armor piercers or drainers, I wouldn't necessarily classify it 99ing only because it is an AR, but it is definitely scummy.
Yeah, some
Um,
scummy ass shit.
what about you, Deadly? What is your view on the enhanced bullets?
I say it's 99, and kind of like the same thing what Murda said. There's like no point of even using it because you're gonna use it in like 30 seconds anyway. Just have to go buy more rounds, and it's not like you can just buy ammo in your inventory.
Yeah,
And I mean, it just takes no skill. Like, I mean, it takes skill to shoot, but, you know, you have to have extra shit to drain people quick. I mean, it's just not fun.
no,
It's
and
like
to
me using PST or something, you know, wouldn't be fair. Wouldn't be fair at all.
yeah, would you is BST 99 to you as well?
I mean, I'd say some like 99 and scummy shit, but me personally, I don't ever run into MCs using it. It's mostly, you know, street gangs and shit.
Yeah. What is
I don't think
your
I ran into anybody using that shit in MC before.
one of the things I've noticed, and we had the privilege of actually sitting down with the gang crew not too long ago, but one of the things I've noticed since we've come out of our hiatus is there's a lot more gangs in the community now. I rarely see crime families, but it's all just gangs and MCs. What are your view on this, the street crews?
Honestly, I mean, I don't really know them like that. Used to shoot at a few of them back in the day, but I don't even really be seeing them anymore. Like I know they're around. It's just you gotta know somebody to, get in their lobbies like that. I feel. You
What
can
is
see like some, but you know,
what's your
not many.
view? Um, sorry, I apologize. I'm trying to cut you off. What is your view on, as an MC president, on gangs getting patch rips and mimicking MCs?
I mean, they're in the gang community at the end of the day, so I mean they can claim whatever. I mean, I wouldn't say it's good necessarily for to get patched by an MC, but everything happens. And I want they do some scummy shit too. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if it happens, it happens. But probably just clown this shit, really.
Would you say that if they got a true patch rip, and I'm not talking about the screenshots or the cinematic bullshit, but the actual Snapmatic OG patch rips, would you say that those are valid, or would you say that until you wear colors and rock an MC, um, would you say those are valid?
I mean, a little bit of both, I guess. I mean, most people, if they're in the gang shit now and they do all that, it probably came from an MC.
Mm.
So they probably just do that shit on their free time. So I mean, I guess it's 50-50. Like it's cool and shit, they're actually doing it legitly, but same time, they're not MC. But I kind of put that shit like in the middle, I guess.
What about you, Deadly?
Um, what was the question again? I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. Um, if a gang crew got a legit patch rip on you, would you say that that was valid? And I'm talking about an OG patch rip, a true patch rip, not
Yeah,
a screenshot or any of that other bullshit.
yeah. I could see the argument, yeah, like if they were in the MC before, but like I don't see what's the point now when you're not even in the same community, honestly. So I don't know. It's weird on
Weird,
that end.
weird because they have knowledge, but they're in a gang crew, or weird
Yeah,
because
pretty much.
okay.
As
Have you guys ever heard of taking a chain? It's similar to a patch rip on the gang side.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you guys be taking people's chains?
Hell no. I don't shit on them though.
Sometimes, yeah, I find that there's more MCs that want to be cool, but gangs usually off the rip want to shoot.
I'm all down for shooting. I just don't ever catch them in lobbies really. Like I'll see
Yeah,
like one guy here and there, but they're not really on shit.
yeah.
So
I I've seen a couple. I've seen there was one gang crew that came up and tried to do a drive or not a drive by. They tried to ambush. Like they rolled up in a old piece of shit beater car and like just started spraying us with a Mac. And we returned fire, dropped them, but it was it's kind of interesting the RP that gang crews play a part in a different aspect into the MC community because we operate side by side, so there is overlap. What do you think about the crew hoppers, the patch jumpers of the community?
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous at this point, but I mean, it is what it is anymore, you know? A lot of people are desperate for members, and they'll just pretty much take anybody. But honestly, me, I know a few of them, and I steer away from all that. I don't do the whole crew hopping shit. But definitely a known thing anymore. That shit didn't be like that back then. But now, it's like every day you always see somebody in the new crew and shit.
What do you think that? What do you think is the cause of that?
I mean, it could be anything really. Shit's unorganized, or it's just not ran right, or get in something that you thought you want to be part of and you don't, or you just do it to grave. I mean,
I
it
don't know.
really kind of depends.
I find it a little difficult to if you stay a prospect and you hop from crew to crew for a while, and if you find that right spot, that's one thing. But if you're getting fully past every turn and you're just hopping to hop and see where you fit, you're kind of doing it wrong. Um, all that shit is supposed to be done during the prospect phase.
Honestly,
So for Devious Ridaz, where do you guys want to go in the community? Where's your ultimate goal? Are you just trying to function with other MCs and build your brotherhood, or are you guys trying to be top dog? Where do you guys land on that spectrum?
I definitely want to say like a decent brotherhood. Function with some MCs. Obviously, you can't with every MC. Um, just trying to find them right MCs, honestly. And I'm trying to do events and shit more too. I haven't done events in like 3 years, just cause always somebody always fucks them up. So
Yeah,
it'd be nice to do events and shit again, but it's kind of hard to trust people.
it is. It is hard to trust people, but you, for me, um, whenever Reputed does an event, I always try and make sure that only chill MCs that are like-minded, show up or are invited. We don't need MCs that are trying to swing their sticks or trying to say there's something that they're not. You know,
Right.
it's that it's hard to find. It's hard to find chill MCs that just want to show up and ride and hang out.
Honestly, anymore.
But they're out there. You just gotta look. You gotta look a little bit. You gotta make connections with people. Um, where do you think the MC community is going? Do you think it's going to tank? Do you think that it's just gonna evaporate?
I mean, I still think it'll be here. I think a lot of shit's gonna keep changing, especially going over to six. Really kind of depends, and you just gotta wait until it happens. But I still think, on five and shit, there's still gonna be MCs for a while. And then when six comes, obviously some of them clubs will still be a thing, and then, a lot of them are gonna fall off and, restart something or whatever. But um, you just have to see when it gets there.
For sure. How do you think GTA 6 is gonna go?
Mm, I don't know yet, honestly. I mean, from the map, it looks decent, but it's gonna be way more old school. So all these younger MCs and kids and shit's not. I don't think they're gonna stick around fully because it's
Mhm.
probably gonna be like no clubhouses and shit. You have to do it like back in the old days and shit. You know,
Man, I miss those days.
Those are good days.
you
Yeah,
stand outside or like in one of them rooms or something. Like them hidden spots and shit on the map.
yo,
Scouting out spots to get that good ass one.
dude,
Uh,
that was so much fun back in the day. A lot of
so much fun.
people don't remember those days or don't date back to those days, but you legitimately had to go and scope out like where you could break into shit. Like in Grapeseed, there's a little corner store with you could break the window and crawl
Mm-hmm.
through it, and you got the soda machines and shit. Like
Right.
there was MCs holding church in there, 10 years ago. Um, it's
Those are the days.
it made it a lot more interesting and it made it a lot more fun. You had to. It was a challenge just to hold church.
You'd have to think out of the box and shit.
Yo, or that barn in Pleto Bay, which is now next to the weed farm. That barn, you had to climb up to the second floor, and people would have church up there.
Right. No, I definitely think that's gonna be interesting on 6 for sure for a while.
Do you think GTA 6 is going to help the communities, or do you think that they're gonna just fuck us over?
Probably a little bit of both, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously there's gonna be some bikes. Um, obviously Clubhouse isn't gonna be out right away, and they might not even add one just because of the shit that went down.
yeah. Um, I wouldn't put it past Rockstar. I did. I've heard from several sources and seen a couple videos that Rockstar had bought 5M. Do you think that they're going to implement more of a roleplay aspect into um, into the game with them buying 5M, or do you think that they just bought it to shut off the competition?
I mean, I think they bought it to shut off the competition. But I think it would be dope if they did add RP shit. I wouldn't say we necessary, RP, but I think if they added that, it'd kind of stop all the shooting and shit a little bit.
Hell yeah.
I mean, there's still gonna be shooting regardless, but you want to have people flying around in jets and blowing you up every time they can and shit like that.
Yeah. Um, do you think that map on the leak did? Have you guys seen the leaked, quote unquote, leaked map for GTA 6?
I looked at it a little bit, not too much though.
You think that's a legit map, or do you think that that's just some artist rendition?
Nothing's confirmed, or else it's through Rockstar. So it could be, and it could be not. And some areas could be real, and some areas could not. Never know
Yeah, it would be
until
nice
they
though.
release it.
There's a lot of territory on that map. It'd be nice to have a bigger map and a little more spaced out between.
I like to. No means to cut you off, but I like to like at least have like, visiting like every club, so like it would take like at least 5-10 minutes to ride up there and meet them up, or
And
even meet halfway.
and even like I said and shit too, I think that'd be interesting too if they did like the whole Red Dead shit. Like you can't just pause and see everybody on the map, you'd have to kind of know locations and where people chill at and this and that. I feel like that'd kind of be interesting.
That aspect alone would be really dope. It would cut down on the griefing. It would cut down on you know, jet just instantly swarming a pack of people riding down the freeway.
Right. You actually have to hunt and shit too.
Yeah, it changes the dynamics a lot.
That'd be hella fun.
It would
Cause
be.
like, I mean, even if you played Red Dead and shit too, and you like go look for people, you know, you actually gotta like travel and, you know, eventually you'll find people, but they'll start like running away. You know, you actually have to keep up with them or something. Or, you know, eventually they disappear. So I feel
Mm,
like that'd be kind of fun.
it'd be also cool to actually go hunting in GTA 6 too. Just to add a little bit of a
Yeah.
Red Dead aspect, but like you can go deer hunting or because there is supposed to be food. At least from the leaked documents, there's supposed to be like a food system and kind of similar to how RDR2 is, where it gives you different things that you can level up. Cooking and hunting and all that other shit. They're supposed to have at least a certain dynamic of that.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. Especially like on here, you know, there's animals and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like in story mode, I don't see why they couldn't just add something like that online. Especially when it's already in the game.
Yeah, yeah, that'd definitely be a nice dynamic to have.
You know, it has shit for people to do too.
Yeah, yeah, it would break up that monotony. Speaking of monotony, what do you guys do on the day to day to keep current, to keep the brothers entertained and going?
Um, I mean, it kind of depends. You
I
know,
will
well,
I will pause because I do know you personally. Let's try and keep our accounts, as it were.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh, yeah.
Secret code.
Fuck.
I mean, it really kind of depends. You know, we start off in the lobby, and you know, we'll ride around, see what people's doing. You know, we'll look for lobbies with MCs that you know are ops and shit. You know, we pretty much chill too. We'll chill and shit. So it kind of depends. It really depends in the moment. You know what we find and shit like that.
For
And
sure.
also, like, when there's nothing going on, like, the MC, like, MC community kind of, like, died off a little bit. Like, we'd be playing other games. We'd be playing Rainbow, Red Dead, or something
That
like that.
too. We do play other
Something
games and
different
shit.
other than just GTA.
So your brotherhood partakes in different games and sticks together in different games as well.
Pretty much. I mean,
Do
at least, like, us four.
do you guys feel that that is an important aspect to have to be able to break up that day-to-day GTA, world of twirl?
I
I'd say
mean,
yeah, a little
yeah.
bit. I would say GTA does get boring sometimes when there ain't really shit going on. Like, you know, sometimes you'll go to lobby and there ain't really shit popping. There ain't no MCs. It's good to recruit here and there, but sometimes it's just not, it's just like hella boring. You know, you can only ride so much, go on so many roads and whatnot. So it
Mm,
is kind of nice playing different games here and there.
for sure. What other games do you guys play together?
Um, we used to play Red Dead. Kind of, we don't really play that shit anymore. Um, we played Modern Warfare before all the cheating and shit happened. You know, like on Warzone and all that shit.
Mm,
So we played that. Rainbow, DayZ for a while. Pretty much just Rainbow now. Rainbow and GTA.
oh yeah.
Probably Modern Warfare too when it comes out.
Uh, you mean Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah.
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 I'm, as
I
I'm, I say it like Modern Warfare, like as in play that too, like when it comes out. But I see
oh
what you
yeah,
mean
yeah.
too.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, misheard you.
No, you good.
If you had a message to newer MCs or MCs that are just starting up, what what would your message be to them?
Take
Mm,
it, take it slow.
I'd say take it slow, and you know, it kind of depends because you got clubs out there, like new clubs, and they think they're top dogs and shit too, and just start shit. So I'd say, take it slow, chill. Don't always shoot at every MC you see, and eventually you can start something there.
What would you say would be a good middle ground of MCs to be cool with and MCs to shoot? Would you say you'd want to be 50-50, 50% cool with MCs, 50% shoot, or 70-30? What would you say would be a good balance?
I'd say 50-50 or something like that. I mean, we're chill with you guys. I'd say we're chill with Highway and Deadly Lions too. We're not a ceasefire or nothing, but we don't shoot at them. We pretty
Mm-hmm.
much shoot second until somebody shoots at us. And when somebody shoots at us, they're pretty much stuck from there.
For sure.
But we
Um,
try to be cool with everybody for the most part.
and I would say that's important. You don't want to be on a three front war where you got three different MCs, chasing after your ass. And what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Why did they put me on a game?
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
fucking know.
New game?
Nico, you fucking with
Maybe
the
I'm.
TV?
My dog ran over my fucking controller.
What are you talking about? Chops right here, dog.
I'm
Why
like,
don't you sit in the seat next to him so you get closer to him? Go ahead.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna give him his space. That's all.
Get in your squats when you piss fucking seat.
Wait, what
smoke a cigarette. It's right in front of you.
was that even comprehensible?
Probably not.
um. Yeah. I mean, it's. I just got the fucking that game threw me way off. Um. What do you feel about pop up clubs and the clubs that just come up and it's the same dudes, but or it's the same circle of dudes, but they pop up, they run for 6, 8 months, they shut down, they pop up with another MC, another set of colors, another name, same dude, same circle, and they do that every 8 to 12 months.
I mean, it's always gonna be a thing. There's always gonna be some kind of pop up. But I mean, at that point, I just join somebody's shit. You
What do
know,
you mean?
if that's all you do like so many times and shit, at that point, it's probably just better to join something. Because I mean, if you pop up that many times, shit's obviously not getting ran right, or eventually just breaks apart.
Yeah. What would you say would be the leading cause or the leading causes of MCs shutting down?
Um,
Say the table, really. Not
yeah.
everybody knows. And you got a president that's a dictator. You know, a lot of people think they have to vote a certain way because somebody else does, or they don't have their own say and shit. I feel like that'd be a decent reason on why some clubs just don't run that long.
Have you ever been an MC with a dictator at the head?
Yeah,
How was that experience like?
pretty shitty, really. Um, RK's president's a dictator, and actually, when I left, a few other people left and shit too. They were there with me, from the start and shit. And, you know, a lot of people just dip on shit like that
Is
with
there
the president.
is there ever a way to counteract that or bring it to the table and to kind of fix that situation, or is it just one of those things where you eventually have to break off and start your own thing?
I mean, I feel like you could bring it to the table, but it's all up to the people there. You know, some might not feel the same, and some do, but you know, it comes to a vote and shit. As I say too, but RK, that's the thing with RK and shit. When I was there, you know, everybody was cool with Roar and shit. That's the guy's name was King Roar. He's national president of the Reaper Kings, but it always went down to him, and he had to say and blah blah blah, and you know, that's how it was there.
For sure.
So I feel like in that situation, yeah, the best thing to do is to either join another club or start your own shit at that point.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that MCs, even MCs that have been around for years, don't really know how to run a table. You know, you'd think that even if you came into this community fresh, just learning what you learned from prospect to full patch, and even the lessons you learn as a full patch, you would at least get some semblance of understanding that the table runs it. It's not the president. It's not VPs or anything like that. It's it's the table.
Right. Exactly. But not all clubs do it like that,
Right. And every club
fortunately.
does things a little bit differently, but at the end of the day, what really matters is your table and your MC.
It's always been about the bond we all share together.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because without that bond, all you have is a bunch of dudes ordering other dudes around, and you know, one dude
That's it.
disguised as another dude playing another dude.
Right, and then you don't get anywhere.
Right. Um, well, is there any final thoughts or anything that you would like to say to the community overall?
I mean, not really. You know, like new clubs and shit, they'll eventually learn or they're gonna fall apart. But all the other clubs and shit that's been here, I feel like it's gonna stay the same. You know, you got people that's 1% and whatever, and still breaking rules and shit. That's gonna stay the same for a while, at least till six.
Do
Probably
you,
even on six too, eventually.
do you think that'll carry over? Yeah. Do you think that'll carry over to six?
Some of it.
What about you, Dudley? You got any final words for the community?
Not really. Just for the newer clubs, just take it slow.
For sure. Well, Murda, Dudley, I want to thank you guys for being on the show today. You guys are welcome back anytime, and you know, make sure to stay active and stay going to events for you guys out there at home. You you can catch us at the next Smoke Box. Deuces.